You're 32,
But
33, right? Something like that around there?
33 years old.
Man,
Yeah,
these kids are
33.
not seeing 30 years old, homie, and it's so sad. They will not know what it's like to be 33. They will not know what it's like to be my age, 45, to be grandparent. Like, it's a really sad situation when you think about it, man. And that's the shit that keeps me up at night.
Yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I feel like technology plays a role in it too, though. Like
A
we talked
lot.
about earlier, when you record something and you upload that, it becomes trending, goes viral. So if you lost the fight, right, you got your ass whooped. So now everybody in the world knows you got your ass whooped. It's viral.
By Amigo
Like,
at that. Now, just intensify that 1,000 times when the person, you know what I mean? Like, you not only got your ass
yeah,
kicked by a local dude, but now you got your ass kicked by Amigo. So now you're going worldwide. So there you go. And he didn't want that to happen.
yeah. And then you come back, you shoot the man, and then you shoot the cameraman for doing that to you. Instead of keeping the camera and the technology out of it and keeping it street. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, and I think the thing is with the generation now, I'm not going to demonize them. I'm not coming for them, you know, but I am going to say this. Somewhere they got tired of dealing with being humiliated. So they felt like, okay, somebody could fight you in their perspective. Just because we may fight today, that doesn't mean I respect you. It's just because one person has the respect, who's been taught those morals and values, the next person doesn't have or share any of those traits. You feel me? Or similarities or philosophy. They might be petty and be like, man, fuck, that nigga gotta die. So I'm getting a gun because I know I physically can't beat him because I lack the fighting prowess. You know what I'm saying? So let me go grab a gun because this is all that I understand. This is what I know that's going to drop him. This is what I know that's going to make everybody hop on my dick and say, yeah, I'm king for a day. But here's the thing about being king for a day, homie. How long are you really going to last on these streets? You're going to have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. And because your reputation precedes you, it actually makes you a bigger target because now your name can ring bells and all that, but it comes with a heavy price. You know, somebody's going to want to challenge that. Somebody's always going to want to test you. Somebody is not going to stop until they can actually take your head off. And after a while, when you look up, you're going to have enemies piling up everywhere. You know, you can't beat the world. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know it sounds cool, me against the world, baby. Yeah, that sounds cool, but yeah, homie, if you nigga county jail, you line up phase, nigga, on the street. Just imagine how many phase you got.
Man.
You sure you want to take off the world? You sure you the big badass Mr. World Champion of the street? You think you the real street fighter? Okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. How long do you really think you're gonna last once you get past fight 2? You seen, not to add insult to injury, but you seen what happened to Crip Mac?
Yeah.
He got DP. You sure you want that? You know what I'm saying? That is what you really want. Because when you bring the guns in it, you're taking shit to the next level. You know? Well, when you got to come with weapons, it is the worst thing you could do. Really, a weapon was only invented for those that really couldn't fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But
Yep.
if we all had the same morals, there would be so many homies that wouldn't have lost their life, bro, if they just had the hands. But then again, can't really say that because we've seen people go viral, getting their ass whooped, and then they actually die in the process of throwing their hands because they got a concussion.
Yeah, so fighting is not all. Just walk. My advice is fucking walk away if you can, unless you're really pushed to that level where you can't walk away and you're in fear for your life and you have to fight. But you could punch somebody, they fall and crack their head on the sidewalk, and now you got a manslaughter charge. Like shit like that is real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys, dog. Because you guys, I've known you guys for a couple years now. I think going on 3 years or whatnot, and it seems like you guys are both really chill, you know, laid back. I'm sure you have another side too that people don't want to see if you're pushed into it like we all do. But how do you both, and we'll start with Phantom. How do you guys keep your tempers and your egos? Because a lot of this, once again, is over ego. This takeoff situation. How do you guys keep your tempers and egos in check? And what advice do you have to kids who are so quick to just go from 0 to 100 over the smallest thing?
I say if you have a if you have an open mind, if you're an individual that has an open mind, you just gotta think of the circumstances. Okay, where did it stem from? What was the joke about? You know, and if you know yourself truly and you know the facts about yourself and what's false, laugh at them because they don't know you. They don't know your story. They don't know your life. They never been in your shoes. They're not going home with you, so nobody really knows you. Now, if it's something personal, you address it, and if they want to take it up to that level, I mean, at the end of the day, in the times that we're living in now, you gotta defend yourself. But ego, especially like over clout or like attention, um, it's just all bullshit to be honest with you. Unless it's something really worth fighting for. If it's not worth fighting for, then I mean,
In a
why you got,
basketball game is nothing to, is nothing to fight over. It's definitely nothing to pull a strap out over, but it's nothing to fight over. You could argue over who's better, the Lakers or the Wizards, and just fucking walk away. But now people are getting shot over
I'm gonna
this.
say it like I'm gonna say it like this: if it's not actual beef, or if it's not something really worth beefing about, you know what I'm saying? Then it's not even worth your time.
Yeah.
Just go home.
Yeah. Like honestly, what keeps me cool is my uncle, after he would, put my ass with the belt, he used to always make me take a pile of bricks and make a wall. And my uncle used to tell me, son, you know why I'm doing this to you? I said, nah, uncle, why am I doing this? Because this is to make sure that it reminds you of who you are so that you'll never forget where you come from. And it also reminds us where you don't want to end up.
Hmm.
So when he did that, at first I never understood what does he mean by that. And then he had a long conversation with me about your life and your freedom. And you as a black man walking around the streets of America, you are looked at as prey.
Damn.
You
By everybody.
yes, whether you want to believe this or accept this or whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people you got some people that have an issue with you just from how you talk. You got some people who have an issue with you just because you came out black. You got people that don't like you and they've never had a serious issue with you. They've never came across you a day in your life, but they might say, I don't like his vibe, or he smiles too much, or, hey, listen, whatever issue that you got with me, it does not change my day or my course for my destination. Somebody that is mad with me for no reason, if I don't owe you no money, no guns, no drugs, and I've never hurt nobody that you know, and I've never hurt you, I never touched your female, you know what I'm saying? Family, if I've never done anything to you, like, destroy anything, property, whatever, we don't really have or an issue. If I never disrespected you, I don't know you a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? You don't see your problems will come from something that's bothering you. But the reality is you don't have an issue with me at all. You want to be recognized by me. And people do stuff for attention. And you don't give somebody your attention, you can't takes two to tango. So if you want to argue with me, how you gonna argue with somebody that's not even talking to you? You look stupid. Like, bro, you know? Now, I'm cool until you put your hands on me. The moment you put your hands on me, that is when I'm going to become who I used to be. But for the most part, I mean, dude, I bury myself in books. Like, Justin, you read comic books, right?
I have in the past, yeah. Not currently, but for sure. I have about 3 binfuls of comic books in my garage.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I read, I read comic books, you know what I'm saying, to keep myself sane. I go on dates with different women, trying to figure out a different fun activity. And, that's another thing, too. I keep in mind, Trey, make sure whatever decision that you're about to make, always remember this. You need to figure out how you're going to come up out of the situation alive in one piece, and if you are ready to take it there, you better be prepared to give your mom your very last hug as a free man.
Woo.
So when I thought about those things and what's important to me, that's what keeps me sane. That's what I know. God wouldn't give me nothing that I can never handle. I always involve God in everything that I do. I ask God, Father, please protect me when I leave this house, because once I step out this house, they say 98% of risk is right out your front door. And a lot of people don't make it back. Your mission is to make it back. See yourself at your destination and manifest those things before you actually do it. You do this on a daily basis, I promise you'll never lose.
See, this
the
is
moment you become distracted,
No, keep going.
But the moment you are allowed to be distracted by these ignorant energies, these outside negativity, all these demons that keep trying you, always remember the devil is at work. He don't take no days off. Once you shake the devil off, you're good. You don't have nothing to worry about. You got, how you got this vision where you block everything out, but you only see the prize at the end.
Tunnel vision type.
Yeah, you got to have the tunnel vision on. Like, you know what? I got my vision on. You know what I'm saying? My vision does not involve them a part of it. I see myself at a future that doesn't involve these type of people. You know what I'm saying? And I keep them away from me, man. You got to protect your energy. You got to protect your soul. It's not always about violence. It's about your peace of mind. The company that you keep, that can get you hurt.